For my TED Talk final, I've decided to cover the topic of rest and sleep. I've decided to cover this because I feel that, especially in Western culture, it is a growing problem that we do not value or make enough time for rest. I wanted to open this topic with a quote from the Bible, which is Genesis chapter 2, verse 3. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because it was the day when he rested from all of his work of creation. As God himself was creating the world and all of the beautiful things in it, as well as the rest of the universe, he took time to rest, because rest is valuable. It is an essential part of who he is, and therefore an essential part of who we are. As you can see, I am here in my very own bed, with all of my stuffed animals and normal comforts with me, and I'm ready to embark on that myself. It's something that I feel like all of us really look forward to during the day. We're waiting for that moment when we can put on our comfortable clothes and we can climb into bed and finally relax. And I think we look forward to it so much, again, not only because it's so valuable, but because it's something that we don't get as often as we would like, and it's kind of a luxury in some ways now when it shouldn't be. The National Institute of Health states the average adult sleeps less than 7 hours per night. And then they go on to say most adults need between 7.5 to 9 hours per night to function at their best. Resting is not just something that we do because we enjoy it, although sleep, I think we can all say, can feel amazing. But it's also something that's absolutely essential to us as human beings, just like, getting good exercise, or just like eating, breathing. It's something that we need to be able to function the way we're meant to function. And when we don't get enough of it, we start to break down in different ways, and not only is it harmful to us personally, but it harms our ability to do the purposes on this earth that God has created us to do. As I was searching the internet, I was also looking for statistics on how much Americans work. And the Bureau of Labor Statistics says that the average American works about 8.7 hours a day, which is roughly about 45 hours a week. Now, that's just the average. There are definitely some who work less, but we all know the classic workaholic problem, where there are people who work far more, which means that they're working and working and working and making very little time for anything else, which includes time to relax, time to rest, time to sleep. And what that can do is cause a buildup of stress. And we all know that there are different effects that stress can have on us as people, especially on the brain, just, putting us in bad moods, making our health poor. And then in those moments when we finally have the time to rest and relax, we find it difficult. On the internet, on WebMD, it talked about different problems with sleeping, and I found a quote that says, "If high levels of unwanted stress are not properly managed, your health and sense of well-being can suffer. Therefore, it is important to learn how to manage stress." And that was listed under reasons why people have trouble sleeping. And so when we push and push and push ourselves, and we're go, 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 go all the time, like we very much are, especially in the West, we find it hard then to unwind and be able to get sleep. And even if we can manage to fall asleep, our quality of sleep is not great. And we're seeing so many people, coming out talking about their insomnia, their sleep medications are a growing thing, because now we've lost the balance that allows people to naturally be able to get the kind of meaningful sleep that they're wanting. And I just think that that is a shame. It's a basic thing that we need, and something that if we as a culture and as people started putting more emphasis on, we could get more of. And it's a way that we could also sidestep a lot of problems that we have due to lack of sleep, whether that be, being less productive at work. It also breaks down your immune system, making you get ill There are also, problems with your mood and the way that you treat people because you're so exhausted that your brain can hardly function. And as someone who has suffered from, being overworked and underrested and having to deal with the consequences of that, I absolutely advocate that we as a people need to put more emphasis on our rest, need to put more emphasis on the fact that it's okay to, to take a step back from all of our work and take the time that we need to give our brain and our hearts and just our bodies the rest that it needs. And so, as someone who is laying here about to embark on what is hopefully going to be a good night of restful sleep that will lead into a really positive, productive, and good day, I implore you, anyone watching this, start talking to people, start thinking about it, make more time for yourself to have the rest that you need so that you can do the things you need to do and be able to do them with more joy and more health. And I hope that this is an idea that will spread and we can get the word out to people that we all need to rally together and fight for our right to have the rest that we need, the rest that God Himself took. Thank you.